Good morning, this is Nicholas from Gandora Gaming, and less than 20 minutes ago, we got the whole brand new Maze of Memory, or Maze of the Masters, whatever the fuck this set's called. We have a new temple archetype to go over with you all today, and yeah, I'm really excited. Triggering the traps of the temple. We got a whole bunch of Odium cards revealed, and this looks like it's going to be really cool. It's a new trap-based archetype, even though for some reason there's only one new trap monster. Let's see what this archetype is all about. So first things first, we have the man with the mark. This is a low 4 Earth spellcaster effect monster. 1,000 attack, 1,000 defense. If this card is no more spell summoned, take one Temple of the Kings or one spell and trap that mentions it from your deck, either add it to hand or send it to a graveyard. You can only use each effect of man with the mark once per turn. While control Temple of the Kings, this card and Apophis monster you control can be destroyed by battle or card effects. Temple of the Kings you control can be destroyed by card effects. So already that's a pretty good protection. Basically saying, hey, not only on normal special I get you Temple of the Kings, but then I also protect Temple of the Kings while Temple of the King protects us. And also, we also can be destroyed by battle or card effects, which is just really, really good. Man with the Mark is already seeming to be a good card. Let's see what the rest of these guys do. Next, we have the Merciless Scorpion of Secret. It's a level 6 Earth Fairy effect monster. Vernus self-target confirmed. 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense. It can't be normal summon / set. Must be solo summoned from your hand. Banishing one level 10 or higher monster from your hand deck while you control Temple of the Kings. Can only spell summon one Merciless Scorpion of Secret once per turn. And then during your main phase, you can add one Temple of Kings or one spell that mentions it for your deck to hand. At the start of damage step, it discard battles an opponent's monster. You can destroy that opponent's monster if you discard King's attack equal to the destroy monster's defense. So I do like that this card adds Temple of the Kings and or a spell that mentions Temple of Kings from deck to hand. I don't like its summoning condition, banishing a level 10 from hand or deck, and you must also have Temple of Kings also on field. That means if your opponent can stop you from getting to Temple of Kings, this card is just dead. I don't like that. It's level 6, so that's not great, but it does have good stats, and with the protection of it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, that does make it better. But actually, no, it doesn't, because this protection from a man with the mark only protects monsters with their Apophis. Let's see. Temple of the Kings and cards and Apophis monsters you control. This isn't considered an Apophis monster. This is just Merciless Scorpion of Secret. So, it doesn't have protection. It's kind of ass. Next, we have Anubis of the Last Judge. It's a level 10 Earth Fiend monster. It's another Earth 10. So, hey, look at that. It's another Vernus self-target. Can't be normal summon / set. Must be spell summoned from your hand or graveyard while you have 3 or more cards in your graveyard with different names that are Temple of the Kings or traps that are by placing 2 at the bottom of the deck in any order. Oh, that's so inconvenient. This card's literally saying, hey, in order to summon me from hand or grave, you must have 3 or more cards in grave with different names that are either Temple of the Kings or traps. Interesting. And then if this card's in your hand, you can send it to grave to add one man marked with the mark from deck to hand. And then if a spell trap you control is destroyed by card effect, target one of your opponent's controls, destroy it. You can only use each effect the last judge once a turn. I'm not a big fan of this card. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, yes, you could discard it to add man with a mark. And then if you have Merciless Scorpion or Secret, the Scorpion of Secret could banish this card from deck in order to then summon it itself to search yourself a spell. However, Anubis of the Last Judge is just a 3,000 beat stick. Like, yes, it does search your mana mass, so this is another 3 of it for the deck. However, that's all it really is. And for that, it's okay. I get popping a spell trap's okay when your spell trap is destroyed. And it's alright. It destroys any card when one of your spell traps are destroyed, but it has no protection. Both these monsters are not Apophis monsters, so they don't get the protection that the man with the mark gives, which really sucks. Next, we have Divine Serpent Apophis. This is a new level 6 Earth Reptile Fusion monster. 2800 attack, 2600 defense. Two monsters that mention Temple the King must be either fusion summoned or spell summoned by tributing to Apophis monsters. There you go. This is what we were talking about. Once a turn, you can target up to 3 Apophis traps with different names in your graveyard. Set them. Once a turn, if a trap card is activated except during a damage save, target one card your opponent controls, destroy it. There you go. This is exactly what we fucking needed. Not only is this a freaking, what's it called? It's an ABC Dragon. It's a Contact Fusion. It's a Contact Fusion level 6, 2800 that literally sets 3 Apophis traps with different names from your graveyard and sets them onto your field. And then once a turn, it can just, when a trap activates for any reason, pop a card your opponent controls. And it does target, who cares? It just pops any card though. Really good card. Sets 3 traps. What's not to love? Really good card. Next we have Divine Scorpion Beast of Sekret. This is a level 6 Earth Fairy Fusion monster. 3000 attack, 2000 defense. Requires 1 Sekret monster plus 1 monster with 2500 or less attack. So it must require Sekret. So it's very specific. It requires the Scorpion dude. Alright. This card is special summoned at the start a damage step. If this card battles an opponent's monster, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, or in their graveyard, banish it. And if you do, this card gains attack equal to the banished monster's original attack. You will use each event of this card once a turn, and in this card can make a second attack if you have a level 10 or higher monster in your banish. So, basically saying I'm a super poly target. Sekret plus any monster with 2500 less attack can be used to make this guy. It doesn't specify you or your opponent. So I guess you can super poly them and make this dude. Then on super poly, on summon, it banishes a card from grave or field. And then if this card ever battles, it also banishes a card, which is overall pretty good, but it doesn't do anything else. Next we have Treasure of the Kings. This is a field spell. When this card is activated, set 1 Apophis trap from your deck to hand. This card becomes Temple of the Kings while in the field zone. And once a turn, if you have 2 or more set cards on the field or a trap in grave, add 1 monster that mentions Temple of the Kings from your deck to hand. Go activate 1 Treasure of the Kings once a turn. Now this card is absolutely amazing. 1, it's a field spell, so it does not conflict with the original Temple of the Kings. 2, it sets an Apophis trap directly for the deck, meaning it is already set and ready to go. 2, it counts itself as Temple of the Kings, so you're all set there. And then also, it also has the additional ability to Rota Trice. You can not only use setting from the deck, but then if you have 2 or more spells on your field, or just have a Trap and Grave, this card will then add a Temple of the Kings to your deck to hand. And this is a once per turn effect, so I think this card can do it every turn. When this card is activated, set 1 Apophis Trap to the field zone. Yeah, so this card just searches Apophis Trap every turn, or a card that mentions Temple of the Kings every turn. Really nice card, really solid. Next we have Defense of the Temple. There's a normal spell card. Fusion summon 1 Earth Fusion monster for your extra deck by using monsters from your hand or field. This is, I guess, our super poly because it can use monsters from the. If this card monster you control is mentioned Temple of the Kings, you can also use face-up monsters your opponent controls material. So this is your super poly. If you control the Temple of Kings, you can banish this card from grave to add 1 Dangers of the Divine from your deck to hand. I don't know what that is. Okay, so it basically says, hey, if you're making the Scorpion dude, I'm your super poly target. Not bad. However, I don't know how many of these we're going to be playing. The other one's a Contact Fusion. The other one's okay. Plus, it's not quick play. Defense of the Temples is not quick play. It might be a one-of. Next, we have Dangers of the Divine. It's another quick play spell. You can pay half your life points, tribute 1 monster, spell summon 1 Winged Beast Raw from your hand, banishment, ignoring its summoning conditions, make its attack 4,000, but can't attack this turn. Also, during the end phase of this turn, return this card to the hand, and this card is sent from field to grave. Choose 1 Winged Dragon or Raw monster in your monster zone. Send all other monsters on the field to grave. You can only use each effect of Dangers of the Divine once per turn. It's a gimmicky raw card. Oh no, why did you do this? This was going so well. Kinda. Okay, I guess it's raw support as well. I guess that makes sense. It is Odion, who I guess controlled Raw at one point. I'm not really sure. But it's really badass artwork, I'm not gonna lie. It's okay. Next, you have Verdict of Anubis to counter trap. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card while you control 3 or more spells, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. Then, if you control Temple of the Kings, you can destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible, then burn them for your opponent's life points equal to half the attack of all those monsters destroyed. That's a pretty insane card. This card literally reads, hey, I'm a nuke, and I'm also just like, it says if you control 3 or more spells and traps. They didn't say it couldn't be like in your main monster zone. So this is actually Eldlich support. They already have a counter trap, but they don't have a counter trap that nukes the field though. That's actually pretty good. Literally, not only does it burn them, it destroys all monsters they control, and it negates the spell or trap activation. Really nice. However, you must control Temple of the Kings, but that field spell counts itself as Temple of the Kings. Not bad. And finally, we have Apophis of the Serpent. It's a continuous trap card. Spell summon this card as a normal monster, level 4, 1600 attack, 1800 defense. This card is also still a trap. Then, you could set one Apophis trap for your deck, except himself. And then, it can be activated this turn. And this card is sent to graveyard for any reason. Add one Embodiment of Apophis from your deck to hand. You can only use each effect of this card once a turn. Embodiment is the original vanilla one, which is not good. However, I guess that is just free material if you want it that way. Overall, these cards are pretty cool. I want to see Eldlich use them. I don't know how much of these cards will be good to get in Eldlich, but who knows? But I like the Archetype. It looks cool. I do think it needs some more love, but who knows? At the end of the day, I rate it as like A for aesthetics, C for playability. We'll just have to see. Anyway, hope you all enjoy. See you next one. Bye-bye.